Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at Lake Michigan Angler. Welcome to the 2024 Big Pond Brawl Series, our first event of the year. We are here and fish are being weighed in. We're going to jump straight into the action here, and we're going to get you caught up on what's going on here. With some boats showing earlier, so let's take a look here at what we got. We got some of the youngsters over here. We've got a big fish being weighed in right now. Looks like a lake trout. Listen, first, what an amazing day today turned out to be. You know, as always with this time of the year, you got to think about weather considerations and all that stuff. You know, oh, look at me right there in the corner. But everything turned out to be an absolutely beautiful day today. From my understanding, it was pretty flat, calm out there in the water, and we're seeing a lot of fish being caught and brought in right now. So far, we've weighed in about I don't know, about maybe 10 boats so far. So they're starting to pile in now. So we are live now to kind of share this experience with you all. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this here. Looks like we've got two big Lakers. Waiting for them to dump the rest of their fish so far here. Once we get enough fish weighed in here, we're going to have a little leaderboard display pop up here and kind of keep you updated on what's going on with that. Looks like 5 fish for their total weight of 40.08. What was that boat name?
40.78.
40.78. Irish Lady weighed in here. Awesome job. What port did you guys fish out of?
Racine.
Out of Racine. Hearing some word out there. The guys at Racine got on some lake trout. So looking at that box right there, it seems like they did for sure. Really, really cool. Oh, man, tournament season underway. We're super excited about this, of course, guys. We got to talk about who has helped make this possible. Of course, FishHawk Electronics stepped up big for year 2 for the Big Pond Brawl. You know, this year, really exciting with FishHawk. They released their all-new lithium edition of their probe, and guys are loving it. You know, we've got it here at the shop. It's really, really been a great asset for many anglers. And we got the youngsters over here taking their photo. Let's see if we can see them right there. Look at them. Fish are about as big as they are themselves. The new FishHawks are available now, so make sure you check one out if you're in the market for one. If you want to update yours, really compact and really, really cool. We also need to thank Dreamweaver Lures. I'm sure many of you all know that little fishing company that sells amazing lures and gear. Whether you're flasher fishing, spoons, the ninja boards, a lot of great products from Dreamweaver, and they stepped up and want to support us this year. So thank you to Dreamweaver Lures for being involved. Amanda Senior Care of Illinois, you know, as our family members getting to that point in life, they need some care. And if you're in the northern Illinois area, Amada Senior Care is a great service to consider for your loved ones that need some home care. So make sure you check out Amada Senior Care of Illinois. Blood Run Tackle Company. You know, a lot of our anglers, we outfit them with their coppers and wires with Blood Run. They recently got into their rods, which we carry here at the shop as well. Really nice. Kind of does everything. So big thank you to Blood Run. Make sure you guys check them out as well. Pro King. Many of you have fished with Pro King lures and spoons. They've been around for a while, a staple, and they are definitely on board supporting us. We got the fish in here. Let's take a look at what we're going to the scale here. Got ourselves a little bit of a steelhead right there. It's been a interesting weighing experience. What I've seen so far is 2 extremes. You've got guys that you know, we see some boats that are getting a lot of coho. They couldn't find some of the other species, and a couple of boats that were able to find some of the other species, their trouts or their kings. We've seen some kings come in early. I'm sure we're going to see more show up here. That's going to be really exciting as well. We'll let them clean up over here. Also want a big thank you to Salmon Candy. That brand has taken off here the last few years, and whether they're flashers or dodgers, they're dipsy divers. They got a wide range of fish catching lures and products. Make sure you guys check out Salmon Candy as well. And of course, Stinger. Hey guys, thank you. Stinger Fishing. Don't know how many people don't have a stinger in their spoon box, but they're also sponsoring our Big Pond Brawl for this year. So big thank you to Stinger, a fine maker of a variety of spoons. Some of my favorites are from Stinger as well. And then this year, our big fish, we're talking about big money to be won today. Our big fish sponsor this year, Spruce Island Camp, coming in really big to make sure that $1,000 minimum guarantee is going out. Of course, the final payouts for today are well above that. We've maxed out at our 50 boat cap, and we got another boat coming in here. Let's go ahead and get ready to the scale here to see what's going on. We're going to be having a lot of money going out today. It's going to be really exciting for folks to walk out of here with some big paydays here. But when it comes to the big fish, Spruce Island Camp out of Lake of the Woods, Ontario, great opportunity here to check out something different with your family. If you want to go on like an excursion, family and friends, they've got lodges, they got cabins full of kitchens. Just bring your food, just kind of cook it all right there. World-class fishery for all types of species, the pike, walleye, smallies, and all of that. So big thank you to Spruce Island Camp. We'll talk with them once they come in. They're actually fishing in the tournament as well, so we'll get a chance to talk to them. Looks like right here in the weigh-in, we've got 2 big trout, which we knew going into this, you got to have trout. You got to have your trout in here. It's going to help break away from the cookie cutter coho that are out there. And apparently the coho have been everywhere. When I mean everywhere, not only were they near shore, but guys were catching them out to 400 feet of water. You just can't get away from the coho at all depths. Waiting for the final weight here. 44.22. 44.22. What boat is that? Jaws on, weighing in their fish right there. Very nice bag of fish right there. Very nice bag of fish. What was that? What was their big fish?
1638.
Okay. All right. There we go. We got another boat coming in. All right, boat number 30 is coming in to check in. Yep, right out through there. Yep, help yourselves right out through there. And then just run the dolly back to the other side for the next guy's legs. Thank you. All right, I'm back in the screen here. Let's see what we have for this. It smells like lake trout in here. It's an amazing aroma. Very pungent. All right, first fish, big fish, lake trout.
1044.
10.44 lake trout. We've got a second lake trout here.
Lake trout.
Now, this is a 5-fish tournament, which guys are really enjoying the fact that they can just go out and just work for their biggest 5. We don't do points per species or anything like that. It's just your big fish and then your total 5.
Fish, 3174.
3174 for their box. And who was that boat?
2 for hooking.
2 for hooking weighing in right there. We realized, yeah.
It's like, oh shit. Hook in, not hooking.
Yeah. Very similar, yeah.
That too. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah. No, it worked out great. Worked out great.
What's in the league?
There's a couple boats in the 50s.
Yeah, 54, I think.
Yeah. A couple boats in the 50s.
5.
I'd have to scroll through. Yeah.
18-pound king so far.
18-pound king? Just one?
So far.
Well, the biggest fish is a Laker so far.
Yeah, Laker. 20-pound Laker is big.
5.
Grease trap.
Scott checking in on the YouTube stream. Welcome, Scott. Hi, Michael. What would you say is a typical weight is for the cohos? You know, cohos seem to be 3 to 4 pound. I think about average around that range. Good size. Starting to get a little bit thicker, so we're going to creep on into the spring and the summer. It'll keep getting a little fatter and fatter. All right. Looks like
5 fish for 3462.
3462. 3462 for what boat is this one?
Grease trap.
Grease trap. Grease trap coming in with their fish here. Some good fish being caught, man. It's going to be interesting to see, and I think we've got enough boats here where I'm going to probably have a chance here to update we got a little leaderboard thing here. Let me pull up this and see who we have here for our top boats. Let's see. Looks like so far the two here. Get this, folks. This is gonna be really cool. The first and second place boats, as of right now, are 2 ounces apart in weight. Just that close, right? First boat here, we have Gray Lion. Their total weight 5408. Second place boat
21.
is 5406 from the Bama Breeze. Talk about close. That is crazy. All right. Mother load's coming in to weigh in. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Let's flip over the screen so you guys can take a look. Oh, we're still on the weigh-in screen, so works out perfect.
King.
Big King coming in. There we go.
Long and hard. 1680.
1680 for that King. 1680. It's a nice, respectable size right there. All right, they're going to throw in the rest of their fish. I'm going to try and update this leaderboard here for you folks. Looks like got some Lakers in there, which is what you're going to need. Some Coho.
5 fish for 4860.
4860 for their 5 fish.
Big fish so far.
20-pound Laker.
20 Lakers.
Oh, Laker, huh?
We knew that was coming.
Oh, yeah.
We knew it.
We were trying hard for that 20-pound Laker, too. What's top weight so far?
54.
54?
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm getting you updated with a leaderboard here. I'm scrolling through. Give me 1 second.
Thank you.
Thanks for putting
Bruce
this
Island. Yes, Island. Big fish first.
Laker.
Trout. 1702.
All right, so let's see. Get some big fish being weighed in here. These 2 big Lakers. Those are some donkeys. That's what you need. That's what you need here. And we got a couple Coho. There you go. Let's see where we're at right now.
4372.
4372 for that box right there.
20 pounds.
20-pound Laker.
And what boat was that?
Spruce Island.
Spruce Island. There we go. We'll be talking to them. Yeah, no. Well, big fish sponsor right there. We'll talk with them here in a little bit. Let's try and get the third biggest way to fish here.
50 to 16. Yeah.
Yeah, shit. No shit. Other than
King.
King 1064.
10-pound King brought in for their big fish. This is going to be Musclehead.
Five fish 30.10.
I'll have a washroom.
Yeah, it's the first door on your right.
Pounds maybe.
We couldn't find a trout to save our lives. We hit that one while we were setting up. We got that after the fog. Yeah, we got the king after the fog rolling. 90, or no, 105 feet.
Folks are talking about how they're fishing and all of that. All right. I'll be here momentarily with you folks. We're just getting this leaderboard updated here with some of the big fish now. So
35.
Okay.
fish, lake trout, 1562.
Nice one.
5 fish, 39.22. The champ's here.
It ain't the biggest. We lost 2 kings though.
Yeah, we lost two. We lost two.
Got 2. We got the one in the first one.
There's a word out there, but
Fish hanging by the bell, man.
where was it?
12:52.
Yeah.
We got Walter coming in here to. Let's put that on the other side, guys, so they don't get close to the cameras.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, put it over there for them. There we go. Hold on.
13.
Strip the things off the. We got the things.
Big fish is king.
All right.
38.
Howard Stern thing.
Let's see, we got Laker. We got a king.
That was, that lake was bigger than the other one.
Big
Either Lakers,
Big
Lake
fish
Boy
don't
more.
matter, that's.
I'm fine.
No.
Take that tag off, rip that tag on this.
All right.
Two colos. We tagged them just so that we know which ones I did. No, right here, so.
You gonna go shopping?
Here. Yeah, we gotta move the truck. Got it?
Why?
42.58.
Sorry, guys.
You wanna know you're gonna shop? I'm gonna let you go shopping first.
How'd you guys do?
Probably around 40.
I have a paper, can I have a
Couldn't
paper
find a
towel
king.
on that?
Not a roll.
Yeah, got a roll, just like.
All right.
Dude, this is a whole lot.
All right, folks. We got some standings up for you guys. All right. All right, cool. Hopefully you guys see. It took me a little second there to get it all, but we got a little leaderboard ticker displayed. Got another boat coming in here, weigh in. Another big Laker being brought in.
1734.
1734. That might take a spot here in our big fish. Let's take a look.
No, 20.
Top 3. Yeah, we got some Lakers, some Coho. What boat number is this?
26.
26. 1734. Let's see.
Yep. 5 fish, 4104.
Yeah, that definitely puts him in 3rd place with the big fish right there. We have to update this. 1734.
It's close.
Yeah.
20-pound lake trout's leading.
That was
End game.
the biggest one I've personally seen weighed in.
Good trout, guys.
Boat number?
41?
Boat 41.
All right, we got that updated. Just had a little leaderboard change for the big fish, 3rd place. Just took over from Endgame with their Lakers, 1734, I believe I just entered there.
All right, big fish.
All right, getting ready to another boat here. Who do we have coming up, Ron? What boat is this?
41.
Boat number 41.
What is it, Coho?
We've got Liquid Acid checking in here.
420.
Got some Coho. Some more Coho. Looks like a Coho.
Fish, 1752.
That was less than their one fish. That was less than their one.
Yeah, but yours tastes better.
Yeah.
We went on taste.
Yeah.
You guys are doing a great day of the lake.
Oh, we were
Unless they're gonna
Gonna wait for a Coho, so. Not okay.
All right. And the show continues here. Folks are coming in. Welcome if you're just pulling up to the broadcast here. Michael here for Lake Michigan Angler. Welcome to the Big Pond Brawl. Hopefully you guys are checking out these fish being weighed. It's an exciting time here. We're going to be here doing all these weigh-ins. Thank you guys for joining us. If you got any questions, anything, comments, feel free to leave it in the chat. I'm reading the chat as we go along. Let's go back to the scale here. Big Laker just brought in here. Fat one. Let's take a look and see what we got.
It's gonna be in the big fish game.
1940.
What is it?
1940.
Oh, that puts them into the big fish area. What boat number is this? Which one? 3. Boat number 3 here. That is 1904.
58 now.
58, 88.
That's a big bag. 58. 58, 88.
By itself real quick, is that not possible? I'm not gonna check. I'm just curious what the weight is on that one.
We're gonna have you. Well, I'm gonna come over there and take a picture with those Lakers with you guys. Yeah.
I'm just curious what the difference, how close they were.
We're gonna take a picture of these big Lakers.
Yeah, 0.06 there, I done it. So. Oh, sure. You want the whole Lakers up there? Okay.
Let's leave.
Nice work, guys.
Good job, Andy.
Thanks.
Well, that's not.
Thank you.
How big is the biggest one?
1904.
The other one's 1903.
Yeah, well, 1903.
Some big hogs right there. Big hogs.
Boat number?
Looks like they jumped up. That put them in a couple of spots. They're in. Let's see where we're at here. We have a new leaderboard change, ladies and gentlemen. New leaderboard change. Looks like Free Radical, boat number 3 here. It's going to take a spot on the big fish with that 19.4 pound Laker in a total weight of 58.88. It's going to put them up in the spot here. We're going to have to make some. We're going to make a lot of leaderboard changes here. This is going to be a lot of fun.
1730.
1728.
It's another big,
All right, we're getting there. We're getting there.
some big lake trout. Oh, what a king.
Getting there.
Folks, it looks like we're going to be making multiple standing changes here by the end of this one. Another king.
Well,
Last fish. Let's see what's going to be pulled out of here. Oh, what a box. Folks, this is the first.
546.
What is it? What is it? 70, what is it?
7546.
7546. Folks, this is an incredible
we
box.
should hang in the top 3 of that.
This is the new first place team right now. 75, folks, 75 pounds, 2 Lakers, 3 Kings. This is the first box that's been brought in without any Coho involved. Wow, we're going to get some pictures with these guys.
How deep were the kings?
They were outside of 120, but the lake trout were way inside 5 miles. So this time of year fishing these tournaments is difficult because the lake trout are in the
The opposite.
and people don't catch that, and so.
Oh, please, here's a photo of your 2 biggest ones.
How are we all 4? We don't really have a big one. Oh, you're gonna try to cure
Man up, Jim.
That's you, I'm 60 years old.
Yeah, hold the kings.
Right, right.
You need me to hold it?
You can probably lift us up too.
40.
Wow. Folks, I just took a picture of those fish. Just a really incredible box. Don't worry, if they end up holding that first place spots, we will be talking with them at the end of the stream here and see what they did here. So we're gonna go ahead and get these next couple of boats weighed in here. Let's go back to the weigh-in screen here. We got some updates to make on the leaderboard here. We're just gonna go ahead and turn it off momentarily until we get this thing updated. A lot of changes. It's gonna be a lot of rapid fire changes here.
13, 14.
So let's go ahead and try to make this change here.
Well, Kenosha for the king.
One more. 29, 28.
You hear a pin drop.
All right, 5 fish, 29, 28.
Not as exciting as gym class.
Really impressive stuff.
Or no?
Sure, if you want to take one.
We're gonna take a quick commercial break.
Let's get some standings here updated. I need an assistant for this next year. Boat 29 is coming in to weigh in. That's going to be Naughty Ranger. We're going to have ourselves a Laker.
8 pounds even.
Walleye are the nastiest fucking fish out there. Erie walleye are nasty.
All right. Got 2 Laker. We've got
5 foot long tank on.
let's see what else we got here.
We got 2 more.
Looks like they're trying to see which is the bigger coho. All right. Looks like they're final 5.
29, 58.
29.58. All right. We got a little break in the action here.
It was unbelievable. We were out deep in like 200, and we caught like 6 steel.
This is pretty crazy. We just saw a 75-pound box of Lakers and Kings just weighed in here. That boat, Stormtrooper, is now currently in first place. We're going to take a moment here. We'll try and get this leaderboard updated to get that displayed for you. But in the meantime, while we have a break from the boats coming in, they're trickling in, we'll be here for another hour. They have another hour, I should say, to weigh in. So we'll see who comes in and all that. If you guys can give me a chance, you can just write down currently the top 3 for boat and big species, please. And we'll get that updated to you guys right now. But wow, just incredible to see that box coming in. We've got more folks rolling in here. Welcome if you're just pulling up to the stream here. It is the Big Pond Brawl Series first event here, spring event. We're really excited about this one because it really is challenging kind of a fishing here when you have fish all over the place, coho all over the place, water's cold. Trying to find where the Kings may be this early, and then trying to figure out where your big Lakers are that are going to put you into the money. It becomes a real kind of process to strategize on it, come up with a game plan here. We're seeing a lot of different boats have various approaches to it with varying results. It doesn't seem like there's been any one pattern. What I've heard when they've mentioned to the weigh-in guys here what they did, I haven't heard anything that sounded like it was, sticking to the working for everyone. It's been a little bit of everything, kind of. Some guys been in shallow, some guys went out to deep water, some people went way up north, some people went way out south. And, the fact that guys can fish out of, 4 different ports here from Waukegan, North Point, Kenosha, Racine, strategically, it opens things up for guys to explore a bunch of different things, kind of figure out what they wanted to do. And we're seeing it. We're seeing the fish come in here. A variety of boxes, from 20-pound boxes up to 75. It's really spread out here and just kind of reflective of the kind of where we're at in the season with the fishing. It's not like we have the Kings in just yet, although they're around. Clearly, guys got on some king bites here. Lakers, you got to find where the Lakers are at here, all that. And of course, you got to fight through the coho. One common thing that we've been hearing from all the boats is that many of them had trouble keeping the coho away from their king setups and their Laker setups. I mean, guys were running spinning glows and they couldn't keep the coho off of the spinning glows, off a trash can dodger. So it makes it very challenging, needless to say here. We're going to get another boat lined up here. Any comments, feel free to drop it down in the chat below. We'll read this. Let's go back to the weigh station here and take a look. So we got some coho, got a Laker. Some more coho.
5 fish, 21.14.
21.14. 21.14. All right. Looks like we're going to have Ironic weigh in their fish.
Big boy already came through.
Big Laker coming in.
75 pounds. Set what? 75 pounds.
Jeez, racing. Fish, 13.42.
13.42 for that big Laker. Looks like we're going to have a second Laker coming in. Let's see where we're going to be pulling here. Looks like we're going to have, let's see here. Oh, this coho or steelhead?
Steelhead.
Steelhead. Got a pair of steelhead, right? Pair of steelhead brought out. Looks like a coho to end it.
5 fish, 40.56.
40.56. 40.56 for Ironic. Yep. That might be one of the few. Might be one of the few steelhead I've seen caught and brought in and weighed so far.
Right out front.
Now, for the vast majority of anglers participating in this year's Brawl, they are involved in the series, which means not only are they vying to get into the money for today's single day event, but there's an overall payout at the end of the entire series where they can win big, some more money. Looks like we're going to get another big Laker weighed in here. Boat number 47 coming in.
Yeah, it's easier to find a
Fin fighter. Fin fighter coming in to weigh in their Laker. But I was saying is it's going to be really cool because they're going to get points for each of the events. And at the end of the year, we're going to crown a series champion. In fact, we're going to soon have the trophy be displayed here. We haven't made it right now, and it's going to be really, really cool. So one boat's going to have that name etched on it. And hopefully begin a really cool yearly tradition, guys fighting for the bragging rights for the Series Cup, Series Trophy. 5 fish being weighed in here.
40.68.
40.68, it's a good box. 40.68 there. Looks like we got some Lakers, some nice coho. Is that a king I think I see in there? Yep, nice little king in there. That makes a big difference right there. Yep. Those 2 Lakers. So if you're looking to get into tournament fishing, you kind of exploring, really, really got to learn your trout fishing. Really got to learn your trout fishing. Now, one thing I will say I haven't seen so far, where are the browns? We haven't seen a brown brought in.
Saw one.
One was weighed? Okay, so one snuck in, I didn't, but we're not really seeing it more than that. So that's also interesting, see how guys were kind of strategizing their fishing here. A lot of Lakers, but not many browns being caught. We're going to go to the weigh scale here and take a look at the next fish being weighed. We're going to have live each day, right?
That's it.
Live each day is coming in to weigh in their fish. Let's see how we do here.
Oh, sorry, hold on. Sorry.
Clean out the guck out of there. Make sure we get a nice zeroed out scale. Make sure everything's fair above board.
Okay, big fish first.
All right, here we go. So we got for live each day for big fish, Laker. Probably about a 10-pounder or so.
This one might have been bigger, but whatever. We're not gonna.
All right. We're gonna get the rest of the fish in there. So they got their 2 Laker. So in this 5 fish total bag limit, you can only have 2 Lakers weighed in out of your 5 fish. Hence why you'll see the 2 Lakers being brought in. It's a big part of every angler's boxes. You're gonna be your trout. Lakers for today. We got some Lakers, some Coho in there. 33.18 for Boat. Live each day. 33.18. All right. They're weighed in. I'd have to say here, just looking through the scoreboard, we've got probably more than half of the boats weighed in already here. So we'll be getting down to the remaining boats to weigh in their fish and kind of see where we're at here. Hey, good job, man. Thank you. We're going to get ready to set up our other boat to get weighed in here. Big Pond Brawl. If you're interested in joining this, we will have limited availability to join the remaining dates in June, in August, and then in September. And if this is something you want to get involved in, make sure you go to LakeMichiganAngler.com. We'll have the information right there. We're already in May. Our next event's June 8th, I believe. So we're pretty much about to be a month away. So we'll start opening it up for folks to sign up for the remaining open spots, because we have 40 plus boats in the series. So that secures their spots. So we'll make the remaining spots to our 50 boat cap available. So make sure you guys are checking on the website so you can get involved. It's a great tournament. Guys really enjoying themselves. And this is a great opportunity to get involved if you are new. It's 5 fish, 9 rods, 9 baits, 15 fish total. It makes it very accessible to do with you and a buddy in a boat. Small boat friendly tournament. You can fish out of 4 ports, pick which way you want to go. So it allows you to create your own strategy and kind of fish however you want to do it. You're not really relegated to one port. And it's a good time. Let's go to the weighing scale here. Another big Laker coming in. 1392. Got a second lake trout there. Pretty par for the course. We're going to go ahead and see. Oh, little brown popped up. It's about the second one of the day we've seen weighed. And 2 Coho round out the box.
7 pounds even.
What is it?
37 pounds.
37 even. 37 even. There we go.
I believe these are the top 3 without trying to go through.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think the top 3 are going to change right now. All right.
Thank you.
So we're going to go ahead and get the leaderboard updated here for you so you guys can see what's going on here. We had some pretty big changes go down. All right. Let's go ahead and change this.
What was Josh, 5406? Okay, 5408, right?
54.
You grab it.
Boat 4. Go down.
Yeah. What's the second place boat? I can't read that. Is that 4? I can't read what it says. Radical?
Free radical.
What is it?
Free
Oh,
radical.
free radical.
1378. $39.72. Okay.
All right. About to have this thing updated right here. Hey, Ron, do we have the 3 big fish so far on here?
I don't have
Not yet. Okay.
biggest is obviously a lake trout. I think the 2 biggest.
Yeah, it's the 2072.
Free Radical has a 1940.
I'll go through it right now.
2072 for Follow Me is the Lake Trout.
That's the current first place, right?
Current first
Yeah.
place. Second
Second.
place would be 1940 Lake Trout. Third place would be King 1856. Boundary.
What's your phone number, Pete?
19.
19, union benefits.
All right, we're getting this thing updated here for you folks for a real-time leaderboard here. Let's see where we had our.
Lake Trout.
Lake Trout. 1866.
1866 for that big lake trout. All right. Looks like we have the standings. There you go, folks.
4056.
Looks like first place in the current overall standings, Stormtrooper with a 75 46 pound box. Monster box right there. Second place, currently, Free Radical, 58 88 pound box right there. Let's go ahead and fix that right there.
So that was the new third place Big Fish, 1866.
Oh, we got a new third place big. Okay, let's get this updated. A lot of updates to the leaderboard here, but that's the fun part about this. You know, it's so close. They're so close with so many of these fish in the boxes here. So we've got that. Let's see here.
Phone number?
25 fishing.
Let's get this third place fish is now updated. What boat was that with third place?
25.
You need that?
The boat that just weighed that Laker.
Yep. Oh, hold on 1 second. Is that your big fish?
No, this is lake fish. Oh, that's fine. Oh, they're the same. That's right. That's right. They're about the same. They're about
97.
970. Go ahead.
All right, we've got two lake trout being brought in. Weighed.
That's the exact same as.
Was it? I was just gonna ask you how close was it?
That third place, that around that third place Laker is the 1866, right? So close. All right, third place.
We saw you guys. You guys started right by us this morning.
Yeah, we caught a ton of fish. Never
We could never get a king either.
No.
Never even had a king bite.
They were.
We caught them there yesterday.
Parquet caught 2 kings in 100 feet of water right at the end of today. It's apparently big ones. I haven't seen them yet. But anyway, all right.
Mueller weighed
We
in
allow-
75
Yeah,
pounds.
Mueller had 75 pounds.
Rick.
He had 3 big kings.
Nice. Good for him.
All right, thanks, guys.
Fisherman, thank you.
Oh, yeah, it's air.
Oh, Parquet ain't weighed in yet.
All right, so we're gonna get this leaderboard up here. We're gonna talk about what we have going on so far. Thank you for joining us here. So let's take a look here. I just want to make sure we got all the right information as we're displaying it here. Let's see, big fish. All right. Cool. Let's talk about what we have here so far for the leaderboard. Stormtrooper came in with a big box, 3 kings, 2 Lakers, 75.46 pounds. Second place boat. They actually just weighed in recently and bumped out the former second and third place. They've dropped down spots. So Free Radical coming in with a box of 58.88. Let's see who else we have here. We have, actually, we'll display this on our screen right here. There we go. Then we have on our third place currently, it's going to be Great Lion with a bag of 54.08 pounds. Then we get to the big fish. Current standings are Follow Me with a Laker at 20.72 pounds. In second currently, Free Radical with the Laker at 19.4 pounds. And then third, it's going to be Union Benefits with their Laker at 18.66 pounds. So the tail of the Lakers. Let's go back to the scales here. Got another boat weighing in. Big Laker coming in, 1378. What's great about this is everyone in here hanging out, talking about how they were fishing. It's a great opportunity to network. Great opportunity to network. 5 fish here. $29.62. $29.62 for this box of fish. Not going to get them into the top spots, but we'll see where it lands them. If they end up getting into the money here, paying out quite a few spots in today's tournament. Welcome, Michael here for Lake Michigan Angler. Thank you for joining us for the Big Pond Brawl series presented by FishHawk Electronics. I want to take a moment here to talk about our fabulous sponsors that made this all possible, that are supporting our anglers in our community here in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. FishHawk Electronics, of course, with their all-new lithium probes. For the depth probes this year is a big innovation in the space. This new probes, I mean, it's smaller than the size of my hand, and not that I have giant hands, but it's small. And so if you're in the market to upgrade your FishHawk, you can do it with the new lithium series probes from FishHawk Electronics. So make sure you check them out. We got them at the store as well. Or you can go to the website, FishHawk Electronics, for more information on that. Dreamweaver Lures, makers of fine fish-catching lures and products, spoons, flashers, flies, ninja boards. Need I say more? There's a ton of them out there. Fish catching, check out Dreamweaver Lures. If you have a family member, elderly, that is in need of good quality home care, we know how important this is out there. And to be honest, not every place provides the best home care for your elderly loved ones, parents, aunts, uncles, so on and so forth. However, Amada Senior Care of Northern Illinois is different, and we want to thank them for sponsoring us. And if you have a family member that may need some health care, senior care rather, please consider checking out Amada Senior Care of Northern Illinois for more information and to see what they have to offer. Blood Run, I want to thank Blood Run for being a part of this and supporting us. Wires, coppers, they now have rods, floats, so many different kind of products to help you catch fish. Make sure you check out Blood Run. Let's go to the scale here. Big King just being brought in here, being weighed. Pro King,
1754.
also a part of this year's Big Pond Brawl. So big thank you to Pro King. This is going to be a good box. We've got a big King, we got a big Laker. Let's see, we've got another big lake trout. All right, folks. These next 2 fish are going to decide. Oh, we've got another King. Okay, folks. I think we're going to see a standing change here. I think we're going to see. The Coho. No, so close.
6640.
Still a great box. 6640. What boat was that, Ron?
Puts you in second.
It's going to take him to second place. That is great box right there. Wow. Let's go ahead and get a picture with that.
She told you what to run.
He's going on 6.
Hold that big. Oh, is that the box? Take a picture. Oh, I'm gonna stop there.
Hold that lake.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, nice fish. Put that guy over that. Another fish. There you go.
Pull them out.
All right, we just got in, went ahead and took a couple pictures of that. Really impressive. That's going to take them up to second place in the overall standings right there. We'll have to get an update there on that. In fact, we're working on that right now here. Looks like second. What boat was that, Ron? Endeavor. All right, let's see where that boat is. We'll get you updated here with the current standings.
Nobody wanted them.
I thought you waited already. We almost tore the gate off. Gate came down on his truck. On Don's at North Point. Dented the roof and everything.
No, the gate.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the current standings here. We just had another standing change for the top three boats. Currently still at first, Stormtrooper with a very impressive 75.46 pound box. Second, just took over. Endeavor just weighed in their box, and very, very impressive. Endeavor with a 66.4 pound box of fish. It's going to hold them at second currently, and that's going to bump down a Free Radical from second down to third with their 58.88 pound box of fish there. I don't think we've seen a change in the big fish standings. Let me just double check that. Let's see here. Don't think, yeah, looks like everything's still good to go with the big fish standing so far. So we're gonna get ready to go back to the scales and we'll see some more fish. All right, here we go. Esperanza coming in to weigh in their box. See how it turns out for them. We're gonna get their big fish. We got a king coming out of the cooler. Nice looking king.
King. 1778.
1778. 1778. Very respectable, but not going to move them up on the big fish side of things. The big fish side of things are going to need something at least 19 or 20 or better. Nice big laker right there. All right, looks like we're going to see a lake trout come out. All right, so we've got two Lakers, one king. Looks like we're going to see another king there, and the Coho to round it all out. It's a good box. Let's see what's going to take them. Final number?
5 fish, 6082.
6082. 6082. That might move. That might be a leaderboard change here, folks. That might be a leaderboard change here. Let's take a look here at Esperanza on our weigh-in sheet. We put him in third? I think so. Yeah, we'll take a look at here in a second. Let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and take a picture with those guys real quick. Be right back. 1 second.
Oh, I want to take a picture. I want to take a picture.
Yeah, you want to take pictures.
14 pounds. I would have had 60. Is that what you had? So it would have been out there.
Oh, this is Jim's fish here.
Because I had a 4 pound call and I caught a 14 pound king.
This is yours.
So we would have done an ounce.
Take the king. There's another king.
Well, we caught one earlier that was like 60.
You've got both kings, Jim. Don't worry about the trips on the far.
John, you get to hold up the call.
So we saw and they ended up in.
I mean, we just saw it 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Way away from here.
I don't know if they're.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah, I think that's, let's take a look here. We're going to get, I think we're going to have a change in the leaderboard.
Put those monsters up there. Oh my God, the 6 or 7.
Let's see, we're going to have another fish weighed in here. We're going to try and get this leaderboard updated. I think that Esperanza may have just went up and grabbed one of the third spot. We'll try and get some confirmation on here. It looks like a steelhead. Nice steely. This is probably the best steelhead we've seen today. Come out. What did it weigh? 9 pound, about 9 pound steely right there. Beautiful fish. It's always nice to see some steelhead being pulled out of the water. All right, looks like there might be some coho to round it out. Lake trout and some coho.
5 fish, 22.72.
22.72 for the 5 fish there.
But he caught his out of
Yeah, it did.
All right, we're gonna take a look here and get this leaderboard updated.
Way over there at Wetzel's, way there far corner.
Not worth it to second.
All right, we got some more boxes to weigh in.
Thanks, buddy, I appreciate it.
I thought they weighed already.
Yeah, they wait. Guys with the rollers got heavy weights.
What did you have with your folder?
Thanks, guys. Yes.
No, like, what number? 14.
Just the one? Big fish, lake trout.
All right, we've got it leaderboard updated. Big Laker being brought in here. What is it?
2072.
2072, folks. We might just have a leaderboard change on the big fish for today. Let's take a look here. What'd you say the weight was?
2072.
It's a tie. Yep, the first place current Laker is 2072 as well. They got some steelhead in the box. Nice. Looks like it'll be a coho to round it all out here. 2 Lakers, some steelhead.
5 fish, 56.34.
56.34. 56.34. That 2022 in that Laker, that's tied for the current one. We're gonna get.
They're tied. They're both the same weight, 2072. 2072.
27.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Somebody out there said 27. I'm like, oh, wait, 27, I'm coming back.
All right, we're back, folks. Interesting. We've got 2 fish. They're tied for first place. Big fish. 2 Lakers, exactly the same weight. 2072. Okay. What? I gotta write this on here. What boat was that just weighed that Laker?
I believe it was Seaman. Yeah, Seaman.
Seaman?
I think
What was the secret, Jim, for the last hour here? Actually, caught that 4-year-old. Dude, we dropped a shit on that boy area.
All right, we got things updated. Whew. You know, that's the great thing about this is when we get to the weigh-in here, you see boxes come in and then things just rapid fire off because one guy pulls out a big fish that takes over a spot on the big fish leaderboard. You've got, we had a couple changes on the overall boat weight here. We saw some changes. Really, really exciting stuff. We're getting down to the last. Well, we're underneath 30 minutes here until we close the weigh-in here. We still got a few boats left out here to come in and weigh in, but so far, just a spectacular showing of fish being caught. A real wide range of boats as well with their boxes. You know, we've seen boats weighing in 20, 20 or so pound boxes, a lot of coho. These guys couldn't find some of these other fish, and seen some guys that dialed in and got some kings and Lakers, and didn't even have to weigh any coho in themselves. And that makes a big difference this time of year. As we go on for the rest of the events, you know, the lake's gonna set up to its regular summer pattern, and it should help anglers get into their king bites a little bit more predictable and where they're going to be at the time of year and all that stuff. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to try and get a hold of our folks from Spruce Island here. I want to talk with them and let you know about what they're doing here. You know, they sponsored our Big Fish for this entire season. So every tournament, $1,000 guaranteed minimum payout for the Big Fish. Of course, that number has gone up substantially because of all the entry fees involved. 50 boats capped out at. So it's gonna be good paydays over here, and it's gonna be a really good time. If you're interested in getting involved for some of the future events, please don't forget to go to LakeMichiganAngler.com, where you can get the information that's right there to sign up. JPRZ, the current leaderboard, is currently displayed on the bottom of the video stream right here. You should see it right there. This is killing me. My new boat gets delivered next week. The naughty buoy could be the board. Well, Fishhead, you know, we'll have open dates. We'll have open spots for some of the next couple of dates. Very limited, and hopefully you can be a part of it. We've got, you know, the great thing about this, what you guys can't see on the stream here, is folks are just hanging out in the seats here. They're outside in the parking lot, you know, shooting the breeze, talking about what they're doing. And this is why we really encourage guys to get involved in the tournament side of things. It's the networking. It's the picking up knowledge from other folks that are more experienced. And everyone at these tournaments, believe it or not, are very open after the tournament about what they were doing and how they fished it. And again, once we get into the end of the tournament here, we'll sit down and talk with the top 3 placing boats. We'll end up probably doing that and record that footage and release it later, I think, just for the logistics of what we're doing today. But we'll get all the fish weighed in so you guys can at least experience the full weigh-in here. We'll also get a chance to talk to some folks, hopefully, here in a moment. So let me go ahead and try and get our Spruce Island folks here. We'll talk to them here in a second.
We got 20 minutes.
Yeah, we got 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes till the scales close. And we don't have that many boats left. I mean, overall, everything went really well. So far, what we can tell, everything went smooth this morning. The marinas, the harbors were packed, as you can imagine, between the tournament. There's 2 tournaments today. We had the weekend guys, the charter guys, so it made for a lot of people out in the water. And then apparently, late morning, some fog rolled in and made it very challenging as well. What was it? About what?
We have 7 that haven't weighed in.
So, okay. So we're waiting for 7 boats to finish coming in here and get their fish weighed in here. Scott said, Big Lakers coming from any particular port? I think it looks like Racine might have been where I'm seeing most of these bigger Lakers caught. But we'll wait to see at the end of this. I mean, Lakers seem to be caught from quite a few different ports, but it seems like Racine might be the leading place there. And I'm anxious myself to talk to some of these captains that you know, place and find out where they went and what they did here to get these boxes. You know, that's gonna be the cool part about this. Guys, don't forget, if I didn't mention this already, I want to thank Salmon Candy for being a part of the Big Pond Brawl. So make sure you guys check out some of the Salmon Candy gear, fish with it, and of course Stinger. I want to mention Stinger as well. Actually today, folks will be leaving here that don't get into the money. We'll be leaving with prize packs from Stinger, variety packs of spoons, all fish catching colors. We'll be hooking them up with as well. So a lot of stuff to be given out today, hooked up with. Stay with us here. Let me go ahead and round up some folks from Spruce Island Camp. Be right back in a moment here. So we'll continue talking about fishing, get some more fish weighed in here. We'll be back in a second. All right, short little break here. Welcome back, folks. Here at the Big Pond Brawl Series for 2024. While we're waiting for the last few boats to come in and weigh in, they are on the clock now. It's getting down to about 15 minutes until they have to weigh in their fish. Hopefully they make it before time ends. But I want to take a moment here to introduce and welcome Brian from Spruce Island Camp. Brian, you know, you guys stepped up big this year and sponsoring the Big Fish, guaranteed $1,000 minimum for the entire season. So at each of our 4 events, $1,000 guaranteed minimum, and that's only going to go up because we got so many boats involved.
right.
So it's a really, really good payday out here for that. But I want to take a moment to talk about Spruce Island and let folks know that are watching about the camp, the fishing, you know, what you guys have to offer there in case people are looking to get out and do something different with their family or friends.
Yeah, a lot to offer. Spruce Island Camp is on Spruce Island, which is in Lake of the Woods on the Ontario side. It's an island-based resort. We've got rental cabins, and it's basically a fly-in fishery, but you bring your own boat. And it's multi-species. We've got world-class muskie fishing. The pike are amazing, and then we've got world-class walleyes, and then smallmouth bass. You can find some crappies too, depending on your
what you want to do.
What you want to do.
Is it like what you see in those places where you, like every cast is a fish because it's just so.
Some days.
I mean,
we've had. I mean, it depends on your
Sure.
the day and the bite. But
Yeah.
there's been 100+ days, smallie days, or walleye days. And in the muskies, I mean, no, you're not going to catch 100 fish in a day, but
Right.
you're 50+ is somewhere around there. So you're 50 inches there. But yeah, it's a family place, pet-friendly resort, family-based resort, and bring the kids.
Have a good time. Just kind of.
You get them on a hot bite, and you're hooked for life.
Yeah. So, and I know you guys got, as far as accommodations, you guys have lodges, you also have cabins.
Yeah.
So what can kind of folks expect there? You know, if they were to come in, what do they need to bring, you know, be prepared for that experience?
It's a housekeeping situation, so you bring your own food. We supply the cabins, the bedding, and all that.
Yeah.
You bring what you want to eat, and you fry your own fish, and that sort of thing. And we have a central lodge.
Okay.
But it's individual cabins that you rent for your group. And you can check them out on our website, spruceislandcamp.com, and you can check out each specific cabin, get a look at how many people each one will sleep, and what's your best fit. And then we also have the availability on the website as well, so you can fine-tune it. Some months are rented by the week, other months or other time periods are rented by the day. So whatever works for you.
Yeah. Good time.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. Lake of the Woods is amazing. Up in Sunset Country, Ontario. It's a little bit of a stretch from Winthrop Harbor, of course.
Yeah.
But it's a trip of a lifetime.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just the thing, right? It gives you a chance to change the scenery, experience something, you know, unique that you don't always get to do. I mean, that's what it is. It's an experience, you know.
And you know, it's a different experience than here, of course, but there are a lot of similarities. I mean, you got your brown trout, which are a lot like smallmouth, and you got your kings, which are like your muskies. You know, and you know how we down here we vary our bite or vary our fishing style according to the bite. Same thing up there. So it's an amazing fishery.
Yeah.
Different from here, but not unlike it.
Yeah, no, it'd be a great time. So check it out. You know, if you're looking to do something different with the family, or maybe get the guys together, go and do an excursion for a trip, check out spruceislandcamp.com. Correct. And get the information up there and give it a shot. I know you guys fished the tournament as well. How'd it go for you?
We did. We thought we did well. No, we, you know, as most guys were thinking, we needed a couple big Lakers, and we found them. Couldn't find the kings, and we wanted a big brown, but they were elusive. But of course, the coho were all over the place. It was tough to keep the hook.
It sounds like, a lot of guys had to fight to get away from the coho, but they're everywhere.
Which is not a bad thing, a first world problem.
Yeah, I mean, right, here's the irony in it all. Right? Any other situation, you're like ecstatic about coho, but today, you're like, I can't stand these guys. They're all over the place.
I got to find a lake trout.
Yeah, you got to find the Lakers and all that stuff. Well, Brian, man, thank you. Hopefully you had a good time fishing the first time. I know you guys are in the series as well, right?
Yep.
So you still got 3 more dates to go through, and we're going to go through the seasons. The next one in June, about a month away. We'll start getting to that transition into summer setup, and then August will be full-blown middle summer thermocline deep water fishing, I'm sure. And then September, Kings is gonna be, even though we don't pitch it as that, it's September time. We're gonna have the Kings running, and so it's gonna be interesting to see how guys fish the September date.
Yeah,
We're gonna fish the staging Kings. We're gonna go out for your Lakers.
You picked some interesting dates.
We did.
It really, which is good because it's just not the. You could have had a Coho tournament this week. It would have been split it by ounces.
Yeah.
But no, you've done a really good job, and this is impressive. We're happy to be part of it.
Yeah, well, thank you as well, man. So, again, guys, check out spruceislandcamp.com, see what they have to offer, and we're going to take a moment here. Getting close to the wire, about 10 minutes until we close the weighing station here. Still got boats that are not here yet. Don't know what's going on. We'll see what's going on, and then we'll be right back in a moment and talk more fishing. The standings here, we're guessing that the last few boats that aren't coming in probably didn't have a box that they felt they wanted to weigh. So we're compiling the standings for today's event so we can put that together here and share the final standings here. We're going to go and cover the paid spots, and we'll work our way to number one. We'll have the full standings probably later on this evening from the very first boat to the last boat. We'll put the complete one out, but for today we're going to cover the boats that place it to the money from that last boat up to the first place boat, and then we'll cover the big fish as well. So that is the plan for right now. We got some stuff to go through, some things to change. Let me know how, for those of you that are watching this, how was this live stream experience for you? Was it smooth? I'd love to know your feedback. And as well as your thoughts on what you guys watched here today on the broadcast for the Big Pond Brawl first event weigh-in here. Really, really cool. Everyone's having a good time. Everyone's hanging out. And we're going to be talking to the captains. We'll release these videos, the captains' interviews, over the next few days. I'll sit down with them after the broadcast. We'll record it here. And then we'll release that over the next few days. And I think it'll probably be the best way to do that, since with the time constraints and folks want to go on to clean their fish and do other things. But overall, just a great start to our tournament series this year. Want to thank everyone that's been involved, the anglers, our sponsors, FishHawk Electronics, Dreamweaver Lures, Amada Senior Care of Northern Illinois, Blood Run, Pro King, Salmon Candy, Stinger, and of course, Spruce Island Camp for sponsoring our big fish for the entire season as well. So make sure you check them out if you want to get an excursion out there with some friends and family at spruceislandcamp.com. A lot of this wouldn't have been possible without their support to our anglers and our fishing community here. What can I say, man? We didn't know what to expect with our first one, doing it this early in the season in May, but the Coho showed up. Guys were able to find some Kings. Lakers are out there. So it turned out to be a great showing for the boxes that were brought in. So a lot of diversity in there. All 5 species were caught today: Browns, Lakers, Kings, Coho, and Steelhead. So I'll tell you what, for me personally, kind of threw me was there wasn't a lot of Browns caught today. I think we weighed 2 or 3 at tops, and even the ones that were weighed some of them were very much like that Coho size, nothing big. I think they were all under 7 pounds or so. So nothing too big. I really kind of expected to see something in that teen, maybe even a 20-pound brown, but it seems like those browns have really moved away from the nearshore area where you typically find them early in the year when it's really, really cold out. But saving grace here were the Lakers. Lakers put on the show here for a lot of these anglers, weighing in some big fish. Couple in the 20s, I think we saw upper teens, 19s. Saw some teens, some Kings caught in the teens. Quite a bit of Coho, of course. And the Steelhead we did see caught were, bigger than the Coho, but not by much. There weren't anything too giant. We didn't get into double digits with the Steelhead. And nice to see some Kings show up. The Kings that were brought in range from about 10 pounds to 17, 18, I think I want to say, somewhere in that range. So middle of the road. I like personally those kings are a lot of fun and some of the better eating ones. But man, just a great day here at Lake Michigan Angler for our Big Pond Brawl Series to kick off the year. It's only going to heat things up here as we get the standings, and for those boats that are continuing on for the series, our next event June 8th, I believe, is going to be our next date for that. Well, let me verify that here, so I don't give the wrong information. Let's get that here. Let's see. Our next date is going to be. Pull it up right now. Appreciate your patience. Yep, June 8th. It is June 8th. So, looking forward into our June 8th event. Lake's going to be a little bit different. The water's going to be warmed up a little bit more. We're going to see probably, hopefully, some kings show up in a bit more kind of, a bit more numbers. And that's going to, I think my prediction is going to allow guys that are fishing to catch more kings and have more kings show up here at the scales to be weighed in that June event. And then we'll take a little bit of a break there. Most anglers will be focused in July for the Salmonorama, and then we'll return back in August. For those of you who are on the live stream, welcome back. We've concluded the first of our Big Pond Brawl for 2024. Great day, really great to see. First, let me say, amazing boxes. You guys, really impressive stuff out there, and hopefully you guys had a great time. Thank you all for participating, and for those of you that are carrying on for the rest of the series, looking forward to see how you guys do for the remaining dates. With that being said, this year's Big Pond Brawl presented by FishHawk Electronics. We're going to now present the final placements. This is going to be placements for the money on up, the final standings for everyone. We'll get that out, put it in the Facebook later this evening, if not tomorrow, since the day's already kind of getting long and whatnot. But we'll have the full standings. But we're going to start here. We're going to throw it to Ron to start, where we're paying out from what place are we starting?
10th place.
So we're starting at 10th place, and we'll get to number 1. This is going to be for the boats. Go ahead, Ron.
All right, 10th place with 43.72, Spruce Island Camp. They'll take a check home for $289. In 9th place with 44.22 is Jaws On. That's worth $346. In 8th place with 48.60 is Motherload. That's for $404. 7th place with 54.06, Bama Breeze, $462. 6th place with 54.08, Gray Lion, $578. 5th place with 56.34, Seamate, $751. 4th place with 58.88, Free Radical, $867. And 3rd place,
Top 3 here.
Esperanza, 60.82, $1272. 2nd place with 66.40 is Endeavor for $2,023. And 1st place, Stormtrooper, 75.46, worth $4,568.
So we get Stormtrooper. Go ahead, let's go ahead and get Stormtrooper, the captain, up here. We got a check here for you. We're going to go ahead and present them this check here. We're going to get to the big fish here in a second. So you want to go ahead and hold that up? Sure. We'll get you. Let's get you right on that backboard. We'll take a photo. We're going to get the big fish here in 1 second, folks that are watching the broadcast.
Absolutely.
Maybe one. That's the only time
Come on, touch it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Round of applause. All right, now for the, we're gonna get to the big fish here. This was pretty interesting because we ended up getting a tie for first. The 2 Lakers, both the same exact weight at 20.
2072.
Exactly.
So Winning big fish is Follow Me and Seamate. They'll both take $1,000 each.
Are they here? None of them are here? Okay.
And then third place big fish with a 1940 Laker will go to Free Radical for $500.
Free Radical here? Nope. Okay.
Seamate's not here?
Yes. I don't believe they're here. Okay. All right. Well, folks, that's going to wrap it up for our live broadcast. We're going to get here and talk with the captains and see what they did and how they fished with them. I want to thank you all for joining us on the broadcast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you want to get involved in the next couple of dates, we will have some open slots available. Again, go to LakeMichiganAngler.com. And, of course, big thank you to this year's sponsors, FishHawk Electronics, Extreme Weaver Lures, Amada Senior Care of Northern Illinois, Blood Run, Pro King, Salmon Candy Stinger, and Spruce Island Camp for all that they've done to make this first success, this first event a major success. And we really appreciate you guys. So we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Tight lines on the water.
Fighter.